Hey guys, Armedfro here again. Got another battle. This one's versus DeathClaw. This is my brand new team. This team has just been doing so well with me. I tried it on PO and it was undefeated on PO, and so I'm gonna try it here. I'm gonna lead with my Minchio. He's gonna lead off with his Polytoad. This is a really good match. I'm gonna go for the fake out right off the bat. This is a life orb one. It is mixed. So this is really fun Menshao to use. It has a jump kick, U-turn, fake out, and hidden power ice. So I'm going to go for the U-turn, just do a pretty decent chunk versus Polytoad. And I'm thinking he's going to go for either Scald or Hydro Pump or something. And so I want to get some status on this guy. So I'm just telling my Jelly Belly. Actually, I'm probably going to change its name to the Water Sage. Can't forget her name. But Ruto. I'm going to probably change it to Ruto, change it to a female. But he goes for the sub. I'm like, seeing the sub on the Polytoad, I'm like, what? I go for the Scald because Rain Boost and it's Stab, but it doesn't. It's probably gonna take 2 Scalds just to take out this guy's sub. So, and this guy absolutely loves and adores sub in this game. I hate it so much. So he's gonna go for that Toxic. It's a sub Toxic stall guy, which is actually a really good moveset, really interesting. I'm gonna go for the Scald just to break the sub, and so I really cannot stay in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to force a switch. I'm going to go into my Jackie because, I mean, the worst thing you could do is probably go for sub, or he's actually probably going to go for the protect, just to get a little more toxic stalling on me. But he actually switches into his Starmie, which is actually a really good move actually on my Jelly Belly. But I go in my Jackie, my Menchao, just to go for the fake out as he actually switches into his hard body, which is his Repulsion, which this Repulsion just didn't do much in this game. It's actually really interesting how bad Repulsion is now and how amazing it was when this gen started. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go for the U-turn. He actually predicts my high jump kick and actually switches into his Jirachi, but I get the, what is it called? The priority of switch, and U-turn's not going to do that much. It's going to do maybe little less than a fourth, as I'm going to switch into my Landorus, which is Scarfed. It's mixed again, of course, with the Hidden Power Ice. Just take out Dragonites and stuff like that. But you know what? I really need to try to get rid of this Rachi, because after this Rachi, all his defensive cords just completely shut down. And but I go for Earthquake. He's going to predict that, go into his Dragonite. And I'm thinking probably the Dragonite is... there's nothing really he could do against my Ferrothorn, which is my Saria. I know I need to change it into a female, but whatever. Does about a little less than half. And after, I'm actually going to go for the T-Wave, but he actually predicts that, switches into his Espeon, predicting either my Stealth Rock, Sleep Seed, or T-Wave. And it's going to bounce right back at me, which it really does not matter to me at all. I just like T-Wave instead of Gyro Ball just to... give it a little power and to completely cripple some defenders. As he's going to go for the Calm Mind, and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to stay in, go for the Power Whip, but I sadly get paralyzed, which really sucks because the Power Whip would have done a lot of damage to this Espeon, because Espeon is like terrible defense, but he actually goes with Baton Pass. I'm like, oh shit, no! As he goes back into his Dragon, I'm like, oh my god, okay, I can take one Hurricane, T-Wave this guy to make it completely crippled, and hopefully take it out with a Life Orb Draco Meteor from my Salamence. So he's actually going to switch into his Starmie, predicting my T-Wave, which is a really interesting move. I'm actually fine with that because, I mean, crippling this Starmie so I could bring it in. But you know what? This Starmie's out. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, just to have his Dragonite completely crippled, as he actually goes for the Trick, which is really smart on his part. That only makes my Ferrothorn able to do one move, but sadly I get freaking paralyzed again. I'm like, gosh dang it, I wanted to go for Stealth Rocks. But what he's going to do is switch into his Jirachi. I'm like, okay, this is fine. As long as it's the Iron Head Rachi, it's not really that much of a threat to me, to be completely honest, because, I mean, what's it going to do to Ferrothorn? Fire Punch? So I'm going to switch here, go into my Jelly Belly to take the Iron Head as he goes for the sub. I'm like, oh god. No, this is the sub Calm Mind one. And usually in rain, it's actually the sub Calm Mind, Thunder, and Psychic or Psyshock, which is looking really bad for me. So what I have to break this guy's sub as he goes for another Calm Mind. So that's I have one or two. I'm pretty sure it's just one. But I'm gonna go for the Scald, the stab, rain boosted scald. Hopefully, will break his sub, but with the +1 special defense, and Jirachi already be bulky. It's not going to take his sub out, which means I'm going to have to do another scald as he get either a Calm Mind or a Thunder off. That'd be really bad. But he actually goes for the Calm Mind again. Getting a little greedy here as I'm actually able to break his sub with another scald. And I'm thinking, oh god, I could switch into my Landorus, predicting his sub or his Thunder. That'd be half his move. Even a Calm Mind would be fine with me. But if he goes for the sub, I can U-turn. Pretty sure the U-turn is going to break the sub, unless I get min damage. And I'm going to switch into something that could take a Psyshock. Then we'll just go from there. As he actually goes, I'm going to go to my Aladdin. He goes for the sub. I'm like, god dang it. I'm thinking about how much health my Pokemon have, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to sack a guy as I go with my U-turn, and it doesn't break his sub. What the heck? As I'm just going to go with my Jelly Belly just as death fodder, because there's nothing really he can do in this game, because even like one-third of his Pokemon have sub, and apparently the Scald is not breaking the sub, and the status is completely useless because, I mean, they're going for subs. There's nothing really Jelly Belly can really do in this game, so I'm just going to go for the Scald as he actually goes for the Calm Mind, which is really interesting. And I'm just going to hopefully break the sub. Hopefully the Scald will go through the Calm Mind and break the sub, as luckily it does. So I'm thinking here, god dang it, he's going to either go to attack. He might just kill me off. I hope he kills me off, or Toxic takes me out this turn, which is obviously not going to. But I'm just gonna have to switch out, go into my Infernape as he goes for the sub. That'd be the smartest thing for him to do, is just go for the sub. And I'm just gonna have to sadly sack this Infernape. This is a very fun Infernape. I'll show it off in the next battle. It's just so. I love this Infernape. It's not Banded, Scarf, or anything. I'll just show you guys later. As I go for the close combat, I'm obviously going to be faster than him. It's going to break the sub, but I'm just going to have to sack this Infernape, because it is going to be less because of Rain's up, and nothing that close combat is really amazing. I do have the Hidden Power Ice for the Dragonite, but it's not going to be doing that much to this game. So right here, I'm going to switch into my Aladdin, because the smartest thing to do is just to force this Jirachi to switch, so all the Calm Minds go away as he switches into his Dragonite, as the Stealth Rocks finally break its multi-scale, and I'm going to go for that Earthquake just to try to kill that frickin' Rachi. And right here, I'm going to be forced to sack my Jellicent, just as death fodder, and hoping this guy isn't that amazing invested in speed and special attack, as he goes for the Hurricane, obviously 100% accuracy in rain. So right here, I'm just going to easily be able to switch to my Salamence. Salamence is naturally faster than Dragonite, and I'm going to go for that Draco Meteor. This mixed Moxie Ments is just ridiculous. I've swept teams with this guy, as the Draco Meteor is easily going to take the Dragonite out, and I get that attack boost with already more investment in attack than special attack. It's going to do a whole lot of damage to whoever that comes in and tries to take him out. But sadly, he's going to bring in Starmie. I really cannot stay in here, as I'm going to switch into my Ferrothorn again, my Saria, just to take whatever he dishes out. He goes for the Hydro Pump, the Stab, Rain Boosted Hydro Pump with leftovers is not going to do that much. And right here, I'm going to go for the Leech Seed, predicting his switch into Jirachi, because if I go for the Leech Seed, and he can't sit behind his subs and just set up, because Leech Seed is going to do more, but sadly get paralyzed again. I'm like, god dang it! Ferrothorn, you're not doing your job! As right here, I'm going to be forced to switch out into Jackie, just to hopefully. He's going to go for the sub, which he did, luckily for me, as right here, I'm going to go for that U-turn. Hopefully my Aladdin can take a neutral hit. Hopefully he has Psyshock instead of Psychics, because Aladdin has actually more defense than special defense, and that Psyshock is lower base power. He actually is going to go for the Psyshock, which is really good for me, and now that he doesn't have his Dragonite, I could just Earthquake away at anything that comes in, and that was the only thing that neutralizes the Earthquake. So he's going to bring in his Hard Body, which is Repulsion, And I'm thinking, how much is this Earthquake's going to do? I am max attack Jolly, and this Earthquake is going to do a pretty hefty chunk. It'll be about 3-hit KO from where he's at. So I'm going to go for another Earthquake, and he goes for the Drain Punch. I don't know if he predicted a switch into Ferrothorn or something. I decided to stay in because after Drain Punch recovery and Leftover recovery, I'm just going to easily take this guy out with another Earthquake, as he actually goes for the Mach Punch just to try to do some damage to me before he dies. And I don't exactly have leftover, so every damage that he does is pretty much set in stone. So right here, he's going to send in his Politoed. I really cannot stay in here because of the Scald and Ice Beam. I don't know if an Earthquake is going to kill, so I'm just going to go into Saria just as he predicts the Earthquake and goes for Protect just to get a little more leftovers recovery. And right here, I'm going to predict his Jirachi switch and go for the Leech Seed. Because if I go for the Leech Seed, his leftovers will not heal as much as Leech Seed is going to do, and I'm going to heal a lot more. And he doesn't exactly have a powerful move against my Ferrothorn, so it's just going to be a very good move just to get a Leech Seed off. And it gets off, and it's perfect because I heal more than what his leftovers recover, and he can't sub because it's going to kill him. And so right now he's going to go into his Hazard Fire, predicting my Leech Seed, and obviously I got paralyzed. Didn't really matter if I got paralyzed, but right here I am going to go into the next Pokemon that has the most HP, which is my Salamence. This is pretty much going to be death fodder because what is it? Salamence is slower than Espeon, and Espeon has enough power to just take it out. Now, all I want to do is just deal damage to this guy. I'm pretty sure I could take another Psyshock because the first damage was Life Orb hit, so I'm going to do a little less than half. I'm going to go for that Dragon Claw. I'm going to live with 33 HP, and the Dragon Claw is easily going to take out the Espeon. I get the crit. I don't think that really mattered too much. It definitely didn't matter because I could have brought in Menshao and just go for the Fake Out, as I'm just gonna die, and he's gonna bring into his Politoed, as I'm gonna bring in my Jackie, and this is gonna be a pretty obvious move. I'm gonna go for the Fake Out as he predicting a high jump kick or something. It would have been actually a lot smarter for him just to take out and then protect, but you know what? Now I could just easily go for the U-turn or high jump kick. I go for the high jump kick, and it's gonna easily take out this Politoed, and all I have left is Menshao, Ferrothorn, and my Landorus. All he has left is his Starmie and his Jirachi. The Starmie is the biggest threat, so I'm actually going to switch into my Saria just to take the Hydro Pump as he does, and hopefully I could take this, but he gets the crit. So I'm thinking, go, no, because Saria will not be able to take another Hydro Pump. I was going to go for the Leech Seed, but sadly, the Hydro Pump is going to 2-hit KO me with the crit, and all I could do is send in my Landorus just to do as much damage as I can with the Earthquake. And hopefully, it'll be able to take him out from where he's at. I go for that Earthquake, the max attack. Jolly's not going to take him out, and he goes for the Hydro Pump. It hits, and sadly, that's going to take my Landorus out. So all I have left is my Menshao, my max attack Life Orb Menshao. And all I can do here is come in, hope the Fake Out takes him out, or he misses a Hydro Pump. I'm going to go for that Fake Out. The Life Orb is going to take him out, and all he has left is his Jirachi. Only thing I hope it doesn't happen is the miss from a high jump kick, and so I'm going to go for it, and that's going to easily take him out. So, really great match, DeathClaw. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay classy.